Day 3 in a row, out the door here. 3 stories above Santa Monica, California. For the first time in 3 days, the trees are not moving. We finally have lost the wind here in Southern California, where once again it was just about as cold as New England. There's the 12Z map of southwestern United States. 12Z is 7 a.m. And you can see some temperatures in the 20s. Big Bear Lake was actually in the teens this morning. And then if we go to the northeast, 12Z, the temperatures were still in the 30s and 40s and 50s and still fairly breezy. I looked at my webcam, the trees were moving in Weymouth. And it's quiet in both the southwest and the northeast, but there's so much action today. And I want to travel even farther. Let's look at the map from 12Z to Greenland. There is a big bully in the room, and it's a 1052 millibar high pressure system. That's a big blob of heavy cold air that does not want to move. And we have a Greenland block in the atmosphere. It's the strongest negative North Atlantic oscillation since way back in late September, which lasted into October. This one's not expected to last as long, but you remember what happened with that snow in October in our mountains. And so not only do we have a Greenland block, we also have an atmospheric river setting up in the Pacific Ocean. And there's going to be a major buckling of the storms coming off the Pacific into the continent, Canada, and the United States, and with a little bit of energy from Mexico and a dash of Tropical Storm Sarah leftover remnant energy. So much going on. I think first I want to show the upper level flow. Looking north towards Santa Barbara and Santa Cruz. Hey, Lucy, thanks for commenting. I'm not going to make it up to Santa Cruz, but look at this upper level flow coming over your region this week. We have a major trough in the southwest to begin with, ridge in the southeast. What's new? That's not new. But what is new is what happens to this trough. We're going to have a severe weather outbreak with this thing crossing the country, well, at least when it goes in through Texas and Oklahoma tomorrow. And then we have a big upper level low, which is going over the top of the ridge for the time being, Tuesday into Wednesday. But then look what happens because of the blocking. That upper level low all of a sudden is bounced south and east into New England. And you see the yellows on there? Those are winds of 120 knots up around 18,000 feet. And that upper level low is going to stall south of New England. And we're going to have multiple low pressure systems at the surface wobbling around in that low with batches of heavy precipitation and real low barometer. Very unstable atmosphere now. We're not going to have the most isobars at the surface, but aloft, the air is almost not even moving. So the storms are going to kind of stall right over us, and then that lifts out, and we have a little bit of ridging after that late next weekend into early in the week. And then now we're getting to Thanksgiving week, and I'm just going to stop it there and show the Boston 5-day forecast. A lot of people just want to see the weather forecast. It's gorgeous in New England today. The wind is going light for a change this afternoon, so that red flag warning has been allowed to come down because even though it's still fairly dry air, it's not as windy. And then tomorrow we have a backdoor front coming in here, and then the wind is going to start picking back up. But notice the dew point, the blue line's going above 32. So that just means that it's more moist air because it's going to come in from south of Greenland. It's not that cold up there. South of Greenland, it's not that cold because of the blocking. That's going to be more of an ocean flow coming into southeastern Canada than down into Boston. Before the storm gets here, temperature is going to be pretty nice, near 60, and then the wind and the rain come in here on Thursday. It's a flatline temperature of 48 degrees with rain. The Euro says we could get an inch of rain in Boston. As far as quantitative precipitation goes, I think it's too early to try and put get a grip on that. There's going to be areas of heavy rain and perhaps elevation snow here late in the week. It's all connected too. There are storms I've been following on X this morning. There's a cutoff forming in Europe. Again, Spain has been hit so hard by them. There's another one going south of Alaska and this atmospheric river. And we've had in the western Pacific Ocean I didn't realize this, 4 typhoons in the last 10 days in the Philippines. Niall, is that your name? Sharing this on X, this animation. Josh Morgerman and James Reynolds are in the Philippines, but unusual, we haven't heard from them. That's kind of disturbing. In the last 12 hours, the storm came in yesterday into the Philippines, and their feeds, I don't know, maybe they just lost all their electricity and connections. So hoping that they're safe, and just can't imagine living through 4 typhoons, and this one had winds of about 150 miles an hour when it came in. And there was some video there. Volcaholic always seems to find some video and some other video. I'm just kind of lifting here from the Philippines, where it's always worse somewhere else. So I think the Philippines taking the brunt of the hurricane season. You got to think 4 typhoons is worse than what happened in Florida and North Carolina. Is that snow? Is that Big Bear Lake? I could see some snow in the mountains yesterday driving to the Coliseum, the University of Southern California. Boy, we have a lot of football and revelry for the and more coming up in a few minutes. But back to the forecast. I'm going to show the Euro now for southern Canada and most of the United States. I can't fit it all in. It would go off the edge of the screen. High pressure comes in tomorrow. Backdoor cold front. So there's lows going up through Texas. That's an incredible storm. Low coming into the northwestern United States. That's a powerhouse of a storm. And a weak low going north of New England is going to draw a backdoor cold front through here tomorrow night. And Tuesday we have new isobars. The wind's picking up again from the north. The storm coming from the northwest and from Texas. Severe weather maker are going to merge for a mega storm over the northern plains, sort of back to where we were about 72 hours ago with the guidance on Wednesday. The only thing missing now would be a hurricane. There is some moisture from Sarah, stopping it Tuesday night into Wednesday. This is Wednesday. And a 985 low over northern Minnesota. Usually when you see something like that, and by the way, that does look blizzardy again on the backside of that where the blue is, usually see warm air pumping into New England. Often is the case because of the counterclockwise circulation around these low pressure systems, and that's such a powerful storm. But that big high pressure system in Greenland is blocking it, and we are still going to have air coming in from the east and the north, and there's going to be overrunning. And now if we put this back into motion, oh, and incidentally, that was some rain, some remnant of Sarah rain along with a front over Florida. And that moisture is going to play a bit of a role in the storm that's coming our way now. How can a storm in northern Minnesota come our way? They usually drive into Canada. Well, with the negative North Atlantic oscillation, look at this storm. It's being deflected south and eastward. We saw that happen last week, and the storm that happened to last week is part of one of the players out in the ocean right now. But I'll stop it again here now on Thursday. This is just amazing. Wednesday night into Thursday, that low is going to redevelop over Long Island, and all of a sudden now we have a sub 990 low. Caution here, the Euro often overdoes the low barometer in the center of these storms, but anything in the 990 millibar region is an intense low pressure system. And the only reason we're not going to have almost storm force winds here is because it's cut off aloft and there's not that tight of a pressure gradient. So the high pressure system that wind is air moving from high to low, the high is so far away, I don't think we're going to see a huge damaging wind storm, but that's incredible instability. Rising air, cool air aloft, not real cold air aloft because the air is coming in from the North Atlantic through eastern Canada down into New England, so it's just marginally cold enough that some of the elevations will get snow. And this is the kind of situation where you can forecast rain and all of a sudden it does change to snow in the hills. So that's going to be a high ticket item, and put it back into motion Thursday night, Friday. Look at that low. It's still in the 980s. It's not weakening. It's being fueled by a little cold on the west and south side and warm on the east and north side. It's an upside down occluded low pressure system. So you're running out of fresh cold air in this one. It's using up the cold that was delivered on the back side and south side of it, and then that lifts out gradually on Saturday. So 2 days of off and on rain with elevation snow possible. And then as that low leaves New England, believe it or not, it gets even stronger because there is going to be a fresh, colder air coming into the backside of that for a windy, cold next weekend. It's a 977 low just off the map to the north of us, and it's windy and cold, and snow guns come back on. And then that low lifts out, and we have another storm going up the middle of the nation, and that pushes a front through here. Now, that's a week from Tuesday, another serious polar, almost Arctic air-looking front a couple of days before Thanksgiving. So that possibility of some record warmth coming our way, I mentioned a few days ago, it does not look like it's in the cards. Here's day 10, and you have the flow coming in from Canada, And you have a flat flow across the United States, and those storms coming in off the Pacific one after another are going to be headlining news with flooding and incredible snows in Northern California, up your way, Lucy, probably just a little north of you. And here's the quantitative precipitation forecast. We are going to get rain in New England, and wherever you see the purple, first of all, that's a severe weather outbreak happening in the Central Plains, Texas into Oklahoma with that rain, and then it's going to sort of bounce off and come in our way once it hits that block in southeastern Canada and the North Atlantic. And now we are raining next Thursday and Friday, and there will be some elevation snow. I'm not going to really show the snow map today, I don't think. It's just too far out and too subject to change, but we'll stop it at 240 hours. This is the precipitation coast to coast, and New England, the purple there, that's 1 to 3 inches. And in California, oh my goodness, the mustard color there and the gold, that is 1 to 2 feet of rain. If I stop it and put the cursor just north of Santa Cruz, this would be northwest of Tahoe, west and north of Tahoe, that's 21 inches of rain there possible in Northern California in the next 10 days. And how much snow would that be? All right, I'll show you the snow for California, also from the Euro. 113 inches, yeah, so 8 to 10 feet of snow if the Euro is right on this. So a lot of moving parts. We're here another 24 hours. I think that's the end of the weather part. There's so much going on. It's coming at New England from every angle. Yesterday we went to the Coliseum, the University of Southern California Trojans game, and it was homecoming weekend, and the pageantry and the partying that's going on there. And my wife went to school there, and the same friends she made back, it was 35 years ago, still hanging out together, and it was something else. I've been, you can count on one hand how many college football games I've been to, about 5, and they've all been right here at the Coliseum in California. And I didn't get close to the marching band, but my niece Rachel, also Trojan, did get some video of the marching band going through the campus. We were still having our brunch, and then I ended up at a college bar. I haven't done this in so long, and I've never done it in California. And it was pretty fun, I got to admit it. Alumni of all ages, and they even let one Linden State College alum sneak under the wire and get in there and participate in that. So it was kind of a long day and a long night. Here it is, 9 o'clock in the morning in California, past noon in New England. So that's why these posts are a little late this week. So that and more from yesterday in California, where it was a really nice day, a little chilly. It's nice to have no wind today. Maybe we'll go down and get some video of people surfing. I don't know if I'm up for getting in the water over here. Don't have all my right gear. Yeah, that's your excuse, Tim. Good excuse. All right. Thanks, everyone. Lucy and new friend on comment and YouTube, skiing Killington, 2 days in a row so far. Good job, CC. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Here's the and more. 10:30 a.m. It is warm to hot in the sun. Shade's probably pretty chilly, but what a day. Welcome to USC. Game day policy. A tailgate permit is required. Do not use USC electricity, no amplified sound. Drinking games are strictly prohibited. I just saw a huge pong game going on. Grills must be 15 feet from building. No car delivery truck. Please clean up your tailgate. Light up. 12:15. Just had a great brunch at the Amy King Dundon Berchtold University Club at King Stoops Hall. Blowing in. The game starts in 45 minutes. I wanted to go find the band, but all the old friends are in there talking. So I don't know if we're gonna make the band parade. The band actually marches playing from their locker room to the stadium, which I think by the look of the flow is somewhere in that direction. Man, there's a helicopter helicopter doing a bank turn around that building. Look at this. Wow. What's going on there? Police helicopter just did a 360. And now watch out for that plane. Oh my goodness. This is not boring at all. The game hasn't even started yet. You're wearing the wrong uniform. This helicopter just doing laps. What the heck? No idea what's going on. So these are my people. Class of 1984. Don't quiz me on the names.
So why do you keep on leaving the group? Are you taking pictures of all?
You're in it. You're in out the door. Weather and war. Fight on. Has anyone seen Mrs. Kelly anywhere?
No. Who's gonna remove you?
So the game is in like a half hour and everyone's still out here. Start right on time no matter what.
Never thought about it. I'm okay.
I really don't get how the game can be starting in a few minutes and everyone's still out here. So did I miss the band marching through campus? Oh, bummer. Well, halftime show.
Can you tell me how many people are in the band? 300, I think.
Oh well, missed the band.
Go Big Red! Go Big Red!
Apparently those are Cornhuskers right there. A lot of Nebraska people in California today.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. This is like perfect. So, oh,
What
there
does
you
that
are.
mean, go big red? Is that what we're supposed to say? Go big red? What are we supposed to say?
Fight on! Why are you wearing orange?
It's 12:19. Do you know where your gate is? Gate 19, please.
Sorry.
How about
Don't
your
want any of this.
wiener wrapped with bacon? Okay, it's just about 2 o'clock and we made it to the game. And just about the entire stadium has sunshine. Except for this little section with the coolest people. We are the coolest, literally and figuratively, in the audience.
We went to the USC game, like the
Well,
South
there's a
Carolina
crowd,
game, versus
and
Tennessee.
apparently there's a football game going on down here too. And finally, the band. Waiting so long to get the band. Can't be farther away from them, could I?
Pass complete to Kyle Ford. That's good for the Trojans. First down. Move those chains. 18 yards on the completion. The Athletics recognizes USC homecoming and alumni weekend. And the reunion committee co-chairs for USC's undergraduate classes of 1974, 1979, 1984, 1989, 1994,
No.
1999,
Shouldn't you be down in the field?
2004,
No, we had our
2009, 2014, and 2019. Who are some fair catch by Zachariah Branch. 40-yard punt.
Local time, end of the first half. The last 5 minutes of football tonight. Now we're actually going to get a band and a halftime show. 14-14. Bring it.
University of Southern California homecoming, the Spirit of Troy celebrates the last alumni. Fighting back former members of the Trojan marching band, Yell and Spirit leaders, and competitors from the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris.
Let's keep talking about it. I want to help you so much.
You could say, take a picture, and it takes a picture. Do it again.
Hey, Meta, take a picture. Did it flash?
Yeah.
So the front row are all the Olympians, alumni from
or like
Paris.
stop Iran from messing with Iran.
Look at them all.
Big time. All of them. But even
And
the
then
ones
joining the
here.
band on the field are the Olympians.
It's still like, I can't get
Just past 3:20, I think. Shadows are getting long. And it's getting cool. We're going to evacuate here and find the alumni bar scene.
I'm best. I'm like,
Cornhuskers are up 17-14.
Maddie lies to see I still play it. Yeah, I like that.
We're out. My name is Darwin.
It gets worse over time. If you see any of the warning signs, don't wait. Ask the cardiologist.
This ball somehow circulated back into the air 3 times.
Hear the band now. Hear the band better in here than they did at the... That was really awesome. 901. My niece is out here in college like 10 years ago. Blast. Olympians in the house. Alright, that's it for tonight. That was more fun and excitement than one guy should be able to have in a single day. And let's just put it to bed with the moon and Jupiter. And what's that planet off to the left? I don't even know. There's a time lapse from Weymouth. And the aberration of the iPhone circling Jupiter.